Hi Vaishali, welcome to my show.
Hi Ranjini, thanks a lot for having me here.
And people who are listening and watching us live, I'm Ranjini Sanjay. I'm a celebrity coach and I teach business branding formula for educators to become celebrities and make the income and reputation that they are looking for. Okay, so that's about me. And today it's not about me, it's about Vaishali, and she's joining us from Pune. And you're the first wellness expert I have no,
Okay.
interviewed more than 40 people, but you're the first expert on health and wellness.
Okay, thanks
And
a lot.
yeah, and I'm very curious to know about your course. And since the word I have no seen in your profile, it has no stuck in my vocabulary. So I'm
Great.
I'm looking forward to this conversation. And
Okay.
Vaishali, introduce yourself briefly, who you are,
Okay.
and professionally, personally, and so that people can connect, to get to know who you are.
Sure. First of all, Ranjini, thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. And thanks a lot to whoever is watching the video live and would be watching further later on. So I'm a person who loves to inspire and motivate people. That is something inborn in me. By qualification, I'm a chartered accountant, but I would say I just went with the flow and I became a chartered accountant, right? But working around 8 to 9 years in corporate sector, I always knew that this is not meant for me. I'm meant to do something else. I'm meant to do serve people. If I'm able to do something for the people, the sense of accomplishment that I have is really amazing. It energizes me, right?
Yeah.
So during those the time when I was in corporate, I've always used to think, what exactly should I be doing? This is not the place to me. So in October 2019, my baby arrived, and after that, I obviously had resigned because I wanted to spend all the time with my baby. So it was much before I before the delivery, I resigned. And what happened after 3 months down the line, when my baby was around 3 months old, I realized that I am putting on some weight. Okay, and my energy level, the baby, you have three children, Anjali, so you know how much energy we need, right, to raise babies. So
Yes.
I knew energy levels had to be high. So that time I remembered I know a practice called Fletcherism, and it's an
Hmm.
amazing way of having food, which gives you amazing results in a very short time. In weeks, you can get the result. Your energy levels go high, your weight is aligned, you don't have any ailments, and your happiness really increases. So that's when I got back to Fletcherism. And within weeks, I was able to see a tremendous change. In fact, there's a small incident that I it was lockdown time, so I was not going out anywhere, I was not going for walks or anything like that. But I went out for 2 minutes, and my neighbor saw me, and she was like, "Vaishali, आप कुछ कर रहे हो क्या? मतलब you're glowing, you've lost so much weight." So that time I realized, yes, this is working. मतलब मेरे को पता है, but if when
Hmm.
the validation comes from someone else, you are sure about it. That time I realized that I have to spread this practice because according to me, most of the people struggle with their weight and energy, especially we ladies. And I know that men may have this issue also, but because I am a lady, I resonate with ladies more. So I almost a month I was taking calls every evening with different people and telling them, like I used to message them earlier. This is Fletcherism as a practice. I have benefited a lot in terms of my energy levels and my weight. Would you like to know about it? And some said yes, some said no. So I used to take a 30-minute call and explain them the whole practice. But then I realized this was a very this way is not going to work if I want to really spread this message to many. So that time I attended one webinar of a person called Ron Malhotra and Dev Gandhi. And Dev Gandhi said that it is very easy to write a book. It is just about opening your heart to the world. And after the webinar, the moment that webinar got over, I immediately started writing. And then you trust me, the way the first page came, I was so happy. I showed it to my husband, like, maybe it's activity just about. And from that time, I'm right now working on my first book for lecturism, and it will be soon released. I'm just working on the finishing the first. So that is when I started writing book. Then on Facebook, I did a live stream on Fletcherism. And immediately after Fletcherism, in that I mentioned particularly that I had lost around more than 12 kg only on Fletcherism. So one of my yoga classmates called me after that and she said, "सच्ची में इससे 12 kg सिर्फ Fletcherism पे lose किया?" I said, "Yes." She said, "You must be doing some exercise." I said, "नहीं, मैं कुछ exercise नहीं कर रही हूँ." Then she was all the more eager. And that thing, I told her, I have this idea. I'm going to launch my workshop from 1st January 2021. Okay, and that time it was just an idea in my mind. But the goals that I write every day, one of the goals is that I'm going to take workshop. So she said, yes, yes, I'm enrolling, and she also got one more person with me. So that is how my first workshop related to Fletcherism got started on 1st January 2021. I've taken two workshops till now. They were around 67 people, and it was very enjoyable because I think Ranjini, you know how amazing it is when we teach others, we learn so much. It is so much learning. We are improving ourselves. We are growing. We grow with others, as the saying goes, right? So that is how my two workshops went. They were amazing learning experiences for me, and I was doing everything from scratch. Because obviously, like in entrepreneurship, you have to do from the basic, right? From the time I had never used Google Forms in my life, I started using that, and all getting to know all the intricacies of how to manage everything. So that's how my workshop started. I'm also open to take speakers, webinars, and seminars. One-to-one personal coaching is going on right now also, and in addition to that, book is there that I've already mentioned. I also have started Fletcherism series on LinkedIn. Every Wednesday, I post uh, material related to, like, first I started with posting 5 principles. Then I am soon going to be starting the practical tips of Fletcherism. My mission is I am born to spread Fletcherism to 5 million people so that they become the healthiest version of themselves. That is my mission. And that is why I started the Fletcherism series. Like, I know it's a very long way of learning, but at least people are getting to know it. That is what my purpose is. And recently, I have joined as a health and wellness expert on a amazing platform called Edbook. On that, there's a online course valued at 299 rupees, in which you have all the details about the practice. It's a compilation of 7 videos. In the first video, I explain the introduction of the practice. Then there are 5 principles, and after that, there are practical. Practical is the most important because people tell me यार सब समझ में आता है लेकिन हम अटक जाते हैं यहाँ पर हमको actually implement करना है. So in the series of the videos, the last video of 10 minutes is the longest because it is called the practical tips. And so I'm a Fletcherism coach, and in fact, if you search on Google, you will not find much information about Fletcherism. So I'm India's first Fletcherism coach, if I have to say it that way.
Yes,
And
yes, absolutely. You are a pioneer in this line of health and wellness, because this word I told you that since I've heard this, it's been stuck in my vocabulary. I know I went back to the dictionary and I heard it from you, and it's an amazing program that you have created. And what
yeah,
I am more inspired is about the message that you have. And you were already on fire. Maybe you already had that burning desire to inspire and help people. The charge of contributing, and it gives you that charge back.
it's
When
really
you
amazing. Like, my happiness question raises, like, the moment I have a call with someone, and if that person gives me a feedback that this has happened, like this, then I am so happy after the call. मतलब वो तो खुश रहेगा, उसका वजन कम होगा, लेकिन मैं इतना खुश हो जाती हूँ कि पापा. And Ranjini, I'll just tell in short the 5 principles. Eat when you are hungry. Okay, eat what you love. Completely chew your food. Do not let any negative thought come into your mind, and relax and enjoy the food. Now, these are such basic principles. We've always
yes,
heard. Okay,
absolutely, absolutely.
no
And
restriction. You eat what you love.
right, right. And I can hear a lot what I believe and follow in my life. Like, no, the way you said, no, working in corporate, you are pretty sure that this is not my place. No, I, being a software engineer, I always loved working with people rather than spending
Yes.
more time on with
Yeah.
machines. So
Correct.
yes, we have that lot of things common. And
Common.
entrepreneurship, I see that you have already taken it on, and you're really enjoying the learning curve that you are in. And it's
Yes.
going to be an amazing journey, and you will contribute to the millions of people that you are. It's already there in your vision board. And
Yes.
I am seeing not just the million, you reach a billion people. That's my
Thank
wish
you.
for you.
Thank you so
And
much.
moving on, Vaishali, tell me about your more about your vision and mission, and how
Okay.
easy or how challenging it is to make these bold decisions.
Okay. So my mission statement stands that, like I already mentioned, I was born to inspire and motivate millions to become the healthiest version of themselves by adopting Fletcherism. Okay. Now, as of now, my vision is that I should be impacting 5 million, which I'm sure that as I grow, the number will double and keep on increasing. Because that is how we grow, right? We cannot be stagnant,
Right.
right? So, and
Exactly.
trust me, Ranjini, the book that I'm writing, okay, because I'm writing a book, there are so many thoughts which are coming in. I believe that if each and every person on this earth is healthy, okay, half of the problem, like crimes, will go. See, if you are healthy, you will feel like doing good things. Why? Around
Right.
90% of the time will definitely go with my very, very strong. And so being a healthy world will lead to a happy world is what my vision is. Right?
Wow. Wow.
So it's so that is the reason I tell, that is the whole reason why I've started a, like, I first thing is कि आप Fletcherism series ले लो, वो एकदम free है पढ़ने के लिए. वो भी नहीं आता है आपको तो आप वीडियोस देख लो, वो 299 crore rupees, which is the price of a coffee. Okay, and if you still don't want to have that, then you can have a call with me. I consultancy call of 199 rupees at for 45 minutes. And if you still don't want to do that also, then I provide personal coaching. But I advise ki personal coaching not because it is very costly. But it is such
Hmm.
a easy practice. I can't see why do people don't take a Fletcher. People ask me, yeah, why is it that if it is so effective, people are not taking it? I say humans feel that simple things don't give solutions. That is a
Hmm.
it has to be something
Right.
complicated. There has to be this design, that design.
And I would know you will agree with me. Like we, especially people who are put into a lot of loads and loads of knowledge in education, they really want things to be complicated because otherwise पचता नहीं है. So no, they really want to have that twisted. But yes, but the greatness or the not just the greatness, the ability to make it as simple as possible is what is the quality of an expert. So you
Yes,
master that and you make it as simple as for the other person to learn and implement.
yes,
And you rightly said, implementation is the key. And
yes.
no,
That
that's
is
where
what.
you will see results.
Yes. That is what I tell people. I'm giving you the awareness, and most of the people, be it any practice, let it be Fletcherism, let it be, most people kind of get demotivated where the practical things are come. That is why
Hmm.
my practical tips are, they are as simple as like, if you want to get into new practice, okay, generally people, like maybe most of the people after listening to my talk, they say, okay, we are all geared up, we are going to do in all the meal. I said stop. Don't start in all the meals. Okay, it is going to be very difficult for you. इतने सालों
Hmm.
तक आपने इतना गल्प किया एकदम आप कैसे एक्सपेक्ट करते हो सो आई टेल देम आई गिव देम स्ट्रैटेजीज लाइक select one day when you will be in a good mood, you know there's no this, and select a meal, only one meal, or wo one meal will be only 5 minutes. If you put a change slowly, 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 it will make an impact for sure. Otherwise it will not make. People get demotivated and they will never take up a plagiarism. Okay.
Right.
So, and your question regarding.
I want to ask you, like, can you tell me little, this 5 principles and about your course and a little
Okay.
more detail, and
Okay.
also, like, how this the system works. And the other thing I want to know is like where you are more active on social media because you talked about Facebook, you talked about workshops and
Sure.
webinars. Are
Okay.
you, do you come live every week? Is there a place?
Okay.
So you can share so that people who are listening can catch up with you and know more and
Sure.
learn from
Sure. So I'll answer your second question first. I'm very active on LinkedIn. Okay.
you.
And LinkedIn, every Wednesday I've started this Fletcherism series where I've covered all the 5 principles and some thoughts which have come to my mind. And I will be, I think from next week or later, I'll be starting the practical tips every week. On
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, I'm not really active. Okay. But I would
Hmm.
love to do, if any, like you invited me for this live, I would love to do invite and spread the message of plagiarism. That is my whole goal because it kind of assists in my mission of spreading the practice. Because I am very well aware there are very few people who actually know about this practice. So that is
Yeah.
about the social media. I'm open to having take webinars and seminars. If you will contact me, we can always have a discussion and decide on the time and how does it work. So that is about social media. Secondly, you asked me about the. Let me just give you the answer to the first question that you asked me previously. That how easy or difficult was it to kind of take this decision? Now, in my, I'm a kind of a person who's absolutely clear about what she wants in life. Even when I
Hmm.
was due for November, But I resigned in July. That was my last day in the corporate sector because I wanted to enjoy every bit of pregnancy that I had. And I knew very, very well that I don't want to be in the corporate sector within my 30s, right? So I knew it never felt very difficult for me to take this decision, like jumping from finance sector to the health sector, because I was very sure of what I was doing. When you
Yeah.
actually preach what you practice, it is very easy. That is what I do. And I actually preach what I practice. It's not that I don't Fletcherize and I don't able to Fletcherize. That will be extremely
Mm.
difficult. And people can see that, see in me. Like when I talk, they can easily make out that how passionate about the subject I am. So,
I agree.
lot of, yeah, a lot of people ask me that well, it's not difficult as CA, you're leaving a high paying job and getting into the health industry. I said no, मेरे को कुछ difficult नहीं लगा. मतलब it was very easy for me, very easy for me. And another thing I had, because I have been working and I'm already also financially aware, I have made sure that I have backup plan. Right, that also
Mm.
matters a lot.
Right. That matters.
That matters.
Financially no, aware, and you have the education also. So
Yes.
definitely you have made those arrangements to not to surprise you or challenge you.
Okay. So now going to the third question that you asked, that how is Fletcherism and what are the five principles and what are my programs, right? So first is Fletcherism is a structured arrangement of five principles. This is a way of having your food. These principles you have already heard. It's not that कुछ नया है. आपकी दादी माँ बताती हो, आपके parents बताते. Like parents always tell their children कि चबा चबा के खाओ. Right? This is something that we always hear. But the parents also tell कि हरी अब निकलना है, ऑफिस को जाना है. So that is where they are contradicting the whole statement. And babies, when they are born, they do it properly, but the lifestyle kind of changes the correct way of doing it.
Mm.
The first principle says eat when you are hungry. So in Fletcherism, they say even if you're hungry at 12 o'clock, you should eat food at 12 o'clock. As simple as that.
Mm.
Fletcherism, you get really close to the nature. In Fletcherism, they say you don't have to go to an outside doctor, your body is your doctor. Most of the people have never heard, never spoken to the body. That is the whole problem. Our body keeps on giving us a lot of signals, but we have to be aware. We have to be sensible enough to actually listen to them. Like, let me ask you one question, Ranjini. Do you talk to your body?
Sometimes
Good.
consciously,
Yes.
subconsciously तो है.
Yes.
But
So
yes,
it is very, very important. Like I like in my workshop, I teach concepts like talking to your body, paying gratitude. So our body, the nature is designed as humans to be very healthy. We are not supposed to have like pregnancies are supposed to be beautiful. Okay, we are not supposed to have tummies. We are supposed to have a lean body. Okay. Now what happens? Most of the people don't have lean body. So if some like I have got so much feedback. Like my dad told me, go to a doctor, you're losing weight. I said, no, I don't have any problem. It is like I'm healthy. My stamina is really high. Okay, I may be losing weight, but I don't look anemic. Okay, it is like I'm glowing. That's what people have told me. So the point is, in Fletcherism, you get as close to the nature as you can get. So the first nature is when you are eating, when you're hungry, you're listening to your body, right? Your body is
okay.
asking you, if I want the food now, have it now. So you are exactly doing it nature's way. Second is eat what you love. Now, this is the one principle that I love so much. Okay, कौन सा nutrition, कौन सा doctor आपको बोलता है? Of course, there are exceptions. Okay, if you already have an ailment, listen to the doctor. You can adopt Fletcherism. पर आप adopt करोगे Fletcherism, तो automatically आपका वो बीमारी कम हो ही जाएगी. Okay, if you adopt Fletcherism, and the second exception is you cannot say that I am only practicing the second principle and not the other four.
Mm.
Right? You have to practice all the five principles together to get the benefit of this practice. Now, for me, I love cheese grill sandwich. So it has been my breakfast for almost a year now. Like nice two bread sandwich with lot of Amul butter and then Amul cheese slices. You get grill it, and I love it. I don't feel like changing the breakfast from last 1 year. And people are surprised. They're amazed at how can you have this one thing for so long. But when you
Yeah.
Fletcherize, okay, when you eat it, all the juices comes. It is so tasty. मतलब मेरे को इच्छा ही नहीं होती मेरा ये breakfast बदलने का. And I have not seen any doctor which tells or any nutrition or any dietitian which says to you कि बाबा you eat what you. ये तो मैंने सुना नहीं है किसी. So this is the most, and that is why this practice goes with foodies also. So have you
Yeah.
listened? We have किसी ने आपको बोला है कि जो खाओ जो पसंद है वो खाओ रंजीत? Has anyone told you that?
uh like my mom will always be like, no, have healthy, but वो क्या होता है ना, like it doesn't fall in that category. Though even, but we have this, since we know what people love in my family. So as you said, no, you can have that one breakfast for an year. So I do
Huh,
that. I have very few list of items in the menu, but we love
huh,
what we eat. It's not ki bhai, I'm crazy junkie kind of, except for my
correct.
kids. I can do that.
And the point here is that when you eat what you love, you give a lot of positivity to the food. That is another. Nature has designed each one of us different, and nature has designed each one of us to be happy. I like sweets. My husband likes spicy food. Okay, and I don't have any spices. My food is really bland, but I love it. So when you're eating food that you love, it really makes a lot of difference in the way of the vibration that we are sending out to the food. So that is the second principle. Third principle is completely chew your food. Now I don't think we have to elaborate on this. We have saliva in our mouth, we have teeth in our mouth. Nature has given us this apparatus, and the that is only nature is expecting that you should do the first step, that is chewing. You should use your teeth. Your jawline will remain nice and smooth, and you should mix the saliva. Even if it's liquids, you have to mix the saliva by taking small sips. So that is the third principle, which I think is the most important. Many people kind of gobble down the food. That is the
Yeah,
reason they don't
something that
make.
is not followed, even if they know.
Yeah,
It is like you are so automatic that you just want to, no?
and it is not 32 times. Yesterday only I made a post on LinkedIn. It is not 32 times. It depends on your bite size. If you are having bites as small as a baby, it will not require 32 bites to really make it liquid. But if you are having some big bites, then it might take 64 bites also to make it liquid. Okay, so
Yes.
that is the third principle. The fourth principle is do not let any negative thought come into your mind. Now, it's very simple. That, your body is also a machine which is working 24 hours. Now, you
Yes.
can compare the scenario to your office scenario, where how are you able to finish projects effectively when you're stressed out? No, right? The same
Yeah.
way, if your body, if you're having negative thought, that means your body is automatically stressed out, and body will not carry out the digestion process smoothly. So that is why it is said in Fletcherism, eat when you're good and you're hungry. That is a basic rule in Fletcherism. So that is the fourth principle. I'm not really elaborating much because I don't think we have
No,
so
no,
much
no.
time.
It's pure wisdom, because I see, typically जब लोग भूखे होते हैं, they get angry, frustrated. Now, there's a different level of stress when your stomach is empty and you are not seeing the food on the table, no?
Correct.
That's a different thing.
So
But
you know
this
what
is
you should do when you are no, when you see if you're hungry and you're stressed. Okay, there are small strategies that I share in my workshop. I say there's this thing I follow. Okay, I do. If you keep doing this 3 4 times, you automatically start laughing. Or you can just when you're stressed out, we normally this way. But if you keep your head, you automatically kind of your raises your level raises. Or you can smile. Okay, you tend to smile, and that kind of confuses your brain that why she's smiling, she's sad. And then all these small strategies. It's just about the
yeah,
awareness. So if you're hungry and you're stressed out, you know what can do what food what nutrition you will get if you're having in a stressed out state, right? Use these small strategies and kind of enjoy. Uh, And the last
wonderful.
principle is that relax and enjoy your food. Now, I'll give you a simple example. Like there's a sweet called Mysore Pak, okay, from Bangalore, and it's really amazing. And especially when you heat it up in the microwave and you put it in the mouth. Like wow, that is the expression that I have. Okay. That is the expression each and every food morsel should have. But obviously, I understand at this level, our lifestyle, so many responsibilities, so many stress, it's not possible. But you can give it a shot. See, you can relax and have food, it will make a lot of difference. So
Definitely,
these are the 5 principles of Fletcherism. In my program, I kind of explain that a lot of strategies like main thing is I share practical tips. Okay, then I also share questions about your body. Huh? Like right now, the current situation, which is current batch, which is going on, or personal coaching, which is going. Okay, yesterday the question that I put: do you know why do we have eyelashes and eyebrows? Okay, now we have or another interesting question is why is the color of the lips um, red compared to the other skin color? The
yeah.
point is, my workshop firstly gives you all the Fletcherism principle tactics, okay, and practical tips. Second thing I do is I make you aware of the body which we have forgotten completely. I post questions, okay, which makes you really think. मतलब उसके बाद तो आप भूलोगे नहीं. And I do a solid follow. मतलब I'm a tough taskmaster. So I tell people that if you are ready to take, and my workshops involve a lot of writing. Because I personally believe, like people tell, वो कुछ नहीं खाते, हम सिर्फ 3 meals खाते हैं, but then when they write down the reels, okay, चाय के साथ समोसा खा लिया, बीच में चकली खा ली. So writing gives them knowledge and then makes them realize what is wrong. And only when they know what is wrong, then can
Then
they
do
take
something
action.
about it.
Yeah.
Right.
So if we could just make in a nutshell, what are my programs? Okay. First is on LinkedIn, I'm running a free Fletcherism free every Wednesday. Second is on Edbook, okay, which is an amazing platform where there are different kind of courses like sports are there, art is there, plus Fletcherism course I have launched, and I would be launching a lot of other courses on Edbook also. So on Edbook, you have a course, okay, it's a pre-recorded course of 7 videos. You can actually do it at
Okay.
your own good time, okay? And the videos are the first video kind of introduces you to the practice. Then the 5 videos give you the principles each one, and the last video gives you practical tips. So that is the format of that program. It is valued at 299, but I can promise you, you will get much more value than your invest. And if you have any queries after watching that video, you can always come back to me because I am there on LinkedIn. I'm there on all social platforms. LinkedIn, I am very active. So that is the second thing I offer. The third thing that I offer is I offer consultancy calls. Okay. On Fletcherism, 199 rupees for 45 minutes. Like if people have read the series, okay, but they're facing challenges. Okay, so उसके लिए उनको मेरे से बात करनी पड़ेगी. Because every individual is different. Every individual will have a different kind of challenge. So that is
Right.
another thing that I offer. And I'm also a thought leader. Means because I'm also a chartered accountant. I have read a lot of books, so I actually can guide on any of the topics like relations, spirituality, gifts, and all that. So any calls of that sort has to be told to me, communicated to me in advance. The agenda has to be communicated, and those calls are normally valued for 190 rupees for 45 minutes. But again, we can, depending on the subject, we can also discuss more. And the last thing that I offer is personal coaching. So personal coaching, there is a lot of communication. Like every 3 days, there's a 60 days program of personal coaching on Fletcherism, and on money also there. Money is also there, but then it involves a lot of communication with me. Like every 3 days, I pick up a call with them. But then it is very personalized, and I will select the student. I don't take everyone for personal coaching because I don't want to have. I take a call with that person and understand what because the student has to be ready to listen. I can give all the strategies, but that person has to be ready to implement. And that I know from the way I speak to that person. So those
Great.
are all the courses that I kind of offer.
Excellent, Vaishali. Thank you for sharing the whole. No, I got the complete world of the work that you're doing, and
Thank you.
I sense that you are creating this amazing, no, music of food and a relationship with your body, and how consciously you're aware of how this relationship is even working on a day-to-day basis, and getting more connected with your body
Thank you.
as the nature itself. We
Yes.
are so automated and driven by our goals and life challenges and commitment, but this is like being consciously and consciously eating food, and the
Yes.
part is enjoying, because
Yes.
joy and happiness is something that has to come from here. It even the food is not, no, it is not that source, it's from here. Like, you really enjoy the time and space to
Yes.
nourish yourself with that great taste that you are
Yes.
looking for.
True. True.
And before closing, Vaishali, I want to, though you said you are a thought leader and you also teach about finance, because that is again a genius area that you have, and
Okay.
you are somebody who's so passionate to help people. And what is the message that you have for the world, for the people who are listening right now, so
Okay.
that we can have this conversation?
Sure. Okay. So my final message to everyone who's listening is that our body is the most beautiful gift that God has given us. It is a duty, responsibility, and obligation of each one of us, to cherish it in the most possible manner, the best possible manner. Okay. Now you may do meditation, you may do yoga, you may go mountaineering, you may go for walks, you may go to gym. Okay, you may even flexionize. Do something that resonates with you, but ensure that you treat your body as a temple and you are the devoted caretaker of the temple. That is the biggest gift you can give to yourself and your family and the world, of course. So the world, if just imagine if each and every person Fletcherizes, how beautiful the world will be. So that is
Yeah,
my last message, final message to the audience.
yeah. So
Thank you.
this is amazing. You are the source of giving people the joy and happiness of not just having a great lifestyle, but enjoying and having really that piece of joy and happiness to have just have that great taste available
Yes.
every day with you every day. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much.
Vaishali. It
Thank
was
you for
amazing
having me.
conversation. It was like a lot of no eye openers for me, and
Thank
I
you.
will try to implement this. And I follow a few, but not consciously. So let I need to put a discipline around,
Sure.
and really checking what you are doing. Uh, the awareness is the key. The more
Yes,
aware you
awareness is
are,
the key. Awareness is the
you
key. Sure.
can do better and
Yes.
implement better. So those of you who loved the concept, loved her programs, and she has shared all of it, the webinars, the coaching, the video trainings, all that, and you can reach out to her on LinkedIn. She's the most active there. She
Yes.
also has an Instagram account and a Facebook account
Facebook.
like this.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Take care.
Thank
See
you.
you
Take care.
again for some other conversation. Take care.
Sure.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.